Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Bjorn. Today I'll be taking you on a tour throughout my settlement. I haven't really renamed it, so it's still the castle. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, to be fair, my computer really isn't on the top end of things. It's probably on the low end in all consideration these days. So bear with me here. It's gonna be a little bit framey because I didn't really notice it for a little while, but then once the settlement got as big as it did, which I'm fairly certain I did some zoomed out views of it at the beginning. I'm doing that later. Yeah, I don't know. It's fairly large. It's probably the largest settlement I've built yet. This is yeah. As you see here, I don't really consider this the front of the castle. I know a few people do, and that's cool. But yeah, I just felt like starting here because it's the entrance to the shanty town. And that's where I feel like this settlement really starts off. But yeah, just a basic wall here. Uh, and then we got our little guard here. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. So going out through this door, it's useful having doors that are, opened all the time. But yeah, as you can see here, we just got a little pathway through here, and we got a little building right here. It's just a little guard post that, they can sit down, relax, watch as people come through. There's a turret above, fire inside, keeping them warm, and a fire outside. But yeah, nothing too fancy, because this is still part of the shanty town. And while it is the castle and the Minutemen's, main fortification throughout the Commonwealth, I don't know, their launching point. Yeah, this is, okay, so, as you've seen in the the overview of this, we got a few fishing spots here. And the water purification, I haven't moved it. I don't think I moved it. But yeah, I decided to build around it. And I kind of turned this into how the castle really supplies itself. As you can see, that's a little choppy. I apologize for that. But yeah, this is how the castle mostly supplies itself with the food that it's needed. And also it has a reserve stockpile in which it can ship it out to other settlements along the coastlines and even further, in my mind. And like, I could even go up to Far Harbor, right? Because, boats. But yeah, here's the first boat. I haven't renamed this yet. I would like to name it to something else. It's part of a mod. I can't remember which. I think it might be Better Stores, to be honest with you. And then there's a resource section, and there's a food, and in the food you can choose fish, and you get these boats. They produce like 20 fish, I guess. You can assign a settler to it, as you can see here. And yeah, so this is
Hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
yeah. But this here, it really isn't a fisherman's vessel. No, this is more of a, I need to stop hitting that button. This is more of a, more of like a beach landing kind of party. Like, this is an assault kind of vessel, I suppose. It's, basic controls. Holds a couple of boxes. But yeah, I think that this ship here could be at sea for a little while. Because, they have all the amenities that they would really need. A couple beds, private storage, crafting. And, yeah, they got pretty much what they need here. It really bothers me that he hammers the air, though.
Yeah.
Okay. As we go up here, we can see that they have a little bombardier, I guess, kind of shelter. Somewhere where they can load up the missile launcher and throw grenades out, I suppose. And, oh, well, that got chubby. And then we got a power armor stand here. Oh my god. We got a power armor stand here with some Exo 1 that I've randomly found. I don't really use too much power armor in this character ever. It's not really needed once you get up to level 300, so, you know. Let's take a look in. Oh, no, already went in there. And yeah, you know, front of the ship. It's nothing. It's nice. I
Got
really
work
like
to
it.
do.
It's
Can't
probably.
talk
I
now.
think this is the first thing I really built. To be honest with you, like I put down the walkways here, and then I went ahead and put this down, and I really felt like getting into the ships because I never really got to. Whoa. Never really got to work on one of these before. So yeah, this is like a you know, a 2 to 4 person carrier. Maybe like a Spec Ops kind of naval vessel. And yeah. Out here we just have a, you know, a couple of little benches and things that people can sit on to cover from the rain if there is any. Workbenches, a brewing station, fishing cut-ups, and oh, okay, that kid freaked me out. I thought that kid was hanging on the rack for a second. But yeah. So this is just, you know, it's a very broken down kind of dock. It's not really all too impressive, but that's kind of what I was going for. I didn't really want to make this institutionalized, or the Brotherhood doesn't actually have a navy, so I don't think they have a navy, so I couldn't compare it to that. But yeah, here's the second ship. The second ship is more of like a troop transport in my head because there isn't much. There's no beds on here. There's no there is a couch, I believe, right there. Yeah, but this is more of a troop transport and landing and getting Minutemen to certain locations quick. Again, along the coast. And yeah, so again, nothing all too fancy. There is another boat. However, we'll get to that later. That one right there.
I had clean fingernails.
That one's a little bit. That one might. No, yeah, no, that one's not my favorite, but it's. Gosh, I just like a lot of things I made in this element. But yeah, so this ship here isn't all too amazing. Just for getting people from point A to point B. Can't really stay out at sea for too long, maybe a couple of days, but they don't really have much long lines of food unless they bring it on. And you know, you got some grenade boxes here, some ammunition stuff that you could, but you know, it's not meant to last more than a couple of days out of port or out of dock. I don't know. This one though, yeah, this one could last a little while out, you know. I could also, if I'm going a bit too quick here, I could make a specific kind of video going over more detailed things that I've done in the settlement. It's just that I don't want this video to be like 2 hours long. So I'm gonna move along a little bit more quickly than I would like. But yeah, so this here is supposed to be. Now, this is a very under-decorated house. The reason for that is because you're not actually supposed to go into it. I realized at a certain point that, you know, my laptop isn't the greatest, and the settlement got to such a point where I couldn't go into each house and decorate them. So, you know, like I would put, check that. I would put like a few things in so you can peer in and be like, oh, there's life in there, or, you know, you'd completely just shut off a house completely, no real windows to look in. But, you know, they'd give some of the illusion that there's something going on in there. At least for myself, because it just kind of drives me crazy thinking that I put up this, like, you know, you put up 4 walls, a roof, and you put a door on it and you lock it, you never do anything with it. It just kind of bothers me. So I kind of like to give each of them a story. Like, that's clearly just, that's just a, you know, it's just a house. You know, it's just something where either some of these sailors get to take a rest on, or maybe one of the families that lives here. Like, there's a kid there, which actually kind of reminds me, there's not many people here right now. Yeah, there's only that. There's the fella on there. 1, 2, 3 and a half. Weird. I have quite a few settlers here. Whatever. But yeah, so should be more people around. Oh well. But yeah, let's continue on here. And
Hi, miss.
hi. Yeah, let's just go up to this first area here. It's a little bit of a patio, I suppose, a little bit of a more dry spot. And right here is the first shop, which the shopkeeper's not there. He's not gonna make any cabs that way.
Useless.
Oops, locked it. Yeah, you know, nice, simple little shop. Just a general store, nothing amazing. This isn't the bar. The bar is located inside of the castle walls. I felt that'd be a bit more appropriate, so you know, it can sell some, you know, basic necessities here. It is one of the first stops of entering the shanty town, so it must be a pretty decent spot to, you know, sell some equipment or what have you. This here's just, you know, a little storage container for some weapons and stuff. Maybe a little bunker where people can run into and hide in case another Mylar Queen shows up. Simple things like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue up to here. Whoa. For some reason our security droid, he likes to...
Attention. Interfering with a law enforcement robot
Yep,
is
yep,
a
yep.
felony.
He likes to wander around. I had to remove a lot of things in here because he would just get caught and clip through, and he would do some crazy things, and he'd end up on the top of the roof of this. But yeah, so I just let him wander about, and he's here mostly to guard this entrance here, not that house that he is for some reason. This entrance goes up to a elevator. This elevator is the quick way up to what's that thing called? The castle wall? Like, I could take this right now, but I can't because the elevator glitched, and I wasn't going to. So yeah, this is just a way clearly for the player to get up and down. I really wish that they made it so settlers could use it. That'd be amazing. But it is what it is. And a nice little guard post for whoever could be on duty here. And you get a good outlook onto the rest of the first little dock here. Right? Nice and simple. It feels kind of lived into me. Feels like people could actually be here.
Attention. Interfering with a
This house
law
here,
enforcement
I'm gonna
robot
dismantle you.
is a felony.
Okay, let's go ahead and head in here. This here's the, I'm calling this the Dockmaster's, cabin. No, I said lock. God dang it. This is pretty much the Dockmaster's cabin. You know, he has quite a bit, he has quite a few more supplies than others. He's, well equipped, but he's really running the show, right? He's making sure that everyone stays in order. He knows where the ships are at all times. And he's in charge of both of the areas. This one and the next one over that we'll get to in a little bit. You know, a nice little oven for, you know, cooking. But yeah, it's quaint little quarters here. And I noticed too, for some reason in this settlement, I can't actually sleep on any of these beds because it like freezes my game, and I'm not able to do anything about it besides like hope that it unfreezes.
Protect and serve.
You protect and serve, you friggin' jackass. Move. There we go. Yeah, you back up. But yeah, I noticed I can't sleep on any of the beds because it just for some reason freezes, and I think that might have something to do with the size of the actual settlement itself. Because you know, it's so large at this point, and my laptop is really not the best. I'm looking forward to upgrading it in the future. But yeah, so this is the first little shanty town, and I'm hoping that when I go to this is for future. When I go to build in Vault, I think it's 88, the one where you actually get to build in. I hope that you, I hope that it's not as bad, because there's no exterior cells in there, so I should be able to build a lot more in there.
Huh?
But yeah, this is definitely my first, this is my first and, first build here, and I really like it. God, this is just my favorite ship. It's all rickety and floating tires. Oh, that's one gripe I do have with it, though. I don't like to point out flaws, but you know what? I might change it. If you look right under there, see that? Hold on, I'm gonna take put the menu back on so you can see the cursor. That right there. You can they have no bottoms. I guess it makes sense texture-wise, because you know, there's nobody's ever really gonna see it because it's supposed to be on the ground, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll find something better that can go there. But you know, it is what it is for now. But yeah, this is one of my most favorite areas in the castle so far.
You better not cause any trouble.
Oh yeah, I better not, man. So yeah, let's continue on. And this is a quick little way to get to the second dock. I noticed that that's weird. I noticed that the people actually do use this. I was very happy to find that out. I was afraid that they wouldn't because reasons. And then yeah, gosh, it's really nice whenever I do get to see people transition back and forth. It's mostly like Ronnie Shaw and Preston Garvey. I think maybe they took up the beds in the other house there, so yeah, and then we just continue on here. Go up to this first little house here. I'm calling this the homeless shack. I don't know what to call it really, but it's really bare bones, clearly, and exposed to the elements. So, you know, maybe homeless Steve lives in here. I don't know. Whatever though, right? And as we can see here, here's that other ship from before. This is more of a supply ship. Now, in my mind, like say you got Spectacle Island in the background there, right? Like I wouldn't have taken that first. That doesn't make sense to me. To me, it makes sense that I got the castle. You know, there's some other settlements here at the Commonwealth that I have, and then from there, we took some of the more. We built up some supplies. You know, we got ourselves more established throughout the rest of the Commonwealth, but then, like, as we're branching out, going to Far Harbor and elsewhere even beyond, like, the Minutemen don't need to just be stuck to the Commonwealth. I believe that they could become, you know, like, there's the Institute, they got the teleportation, you know, whatever. Then you got the what are those other people called? The Brotherhood of Steel. They are 100% vertebrate. They control the air. But then the Minutemen, I'm like, well, who has the sea? Minutemen. Let the Minutemen have the sea. They become the naval power. And while it doesn't help immediately with branching off into America, the rest of America, and helping them out, I believe, at least in my Let's Play, I'll get more into what this character decided to do in the end. It makes sense that the Minutemen become the naval power of America, because look at England in the past. I mean, they have dominated, and they became the biggest empire in the world from their navy. And I feel like we're kind of in that time where we could become that. Granted, we don't know where China's at right now, because China is their main enemy right now, I believe, according to the lore. And what's the best? I feel like that it kills two birds with one stone. You know, you can unite more of your coasts at least to get more fortifications in case whoever decides to come and attack. And yeah, you know, like they can help more people. They can branch out quicker. And that's what really matters. But yeah, this is here is a supply ship. And I believe this ship you get from the not G2M. I think I just downloaded it too, which is what's confusing me. It's useful items or something. I don't know. It was really recently just featured on the Nexus mod manager. But yeah, I would be careful with downloading it though, because apparently right after I downloaded it, my homemaker disappeared and so did my OC decorator. So it's probably my mod, my plugin load order or something. I have everything. I'm not blaming the mod author. I'm very thankful that he put this in, because I was nervous I was gonna be stuck to the little ships, but yeah, this is fantastic. So yeah, as you can see here, this is a pretty big ship. It's mostly used for supplies, and then you got that little artillery shell there. But yeah, we'll get to that ship in a little bit. So yeah, if we just follow the walk boards around here and come on up, we got another dock, another sitting area, because you know I feel like this isn't really militarized right now. This is more civilian work right here. And you know, we can't. I can't. Like, part of me really wants to make people, you know, work, but they're still human, especially because change comes gradually, and eventually, I will become the dictator that I was meant to be. But hey, I got help from a few other friends in the Commonwealth with that. Anyways, here's clearly a statue, but let's go into this little post here. This is a guard post that I made. It's somewhere they can have more of a, you know, they can really watch everything that's going on, you know? Like, they have a good view. Alright? But then they can also come into here when it's not their shift, close the door, take a nap. You know, they have heating, they have a chemistry station where they can heal themselves and whatnot. They have a fridge even, a radio to relay information inside the castle in case they absolutely have to. And yeah, you know, just simple little things like that. Another join or die, because I'm a jackass. But yeah. Plus I need oh god, there's one. I think the Evil Viking has the one mod that has the Minutemen propaganda. I really need to download that. I keep meaning to, but yeah, I'm also really inspired by a lot of what he does. Excellent YouTuber and mod maker. So yeah, yeah, very simple little shack. Nothing all too amazing, nothing all too fancy, but it gets the job done. Helps them keep feeling secure and whatnot, and yeah. You know, little Nuka-Cola area. This was part of the new mod too from that ship. That's another guard post. If we come up here, this is actually where one of them will stand, and they can keep an eye on this little bit of a dock area here. They can keep an eye on the ship a little bit. And here, I was gonna add a few more things. This is an ammunition crafting station. I was gonna put maybe some lockers here, but again, my settlement got too big, and I can't really justify it right now up until I get a better computer. I should be able to transfer the saves over eventually. So yeah, until then, this is gonna remain locked, and I'm gonna say that the settlement's like 85% complete. But yeah, I still really enjoy the state that it's at. And yeah, here's the dock. Another house. That's another house. It's just a front.
No use.
Oops. Is it just a front? Pretty sure it's just a front. Yeah, I put a light in there even to make it look like it was alive at night. But yeah, let's not go into that ship quite yet. This here. Oh yeah, I think I was no left turn, no right turn, caution, stop. Yeah, be careful, pretty much. But this right here is a nice little storage area for a few things. Like a couple of ideas I had that they could put on the supply ship is like some life, well, you know, this power armor there, but that's just for funsies. They could put some, they could transfer healthy seeds, healthy, I don't know, grass, trees, fruits, etc., fish. Yeah, just things that are are meant to go on the next shipment out are gonna be in here. They're gonna be stockpiled. This is normally away for like a week, 2 weeks at a time because they it also brings power to the settlement and helps supply them with fresh water up until they get themselves going. You know, it's a simple ship that gets settlements up on their feet. It helps them get from with nothing to having something that they can call their own. You know, it helps them just grow. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump on here. I had a couple of robots on here and they walked out into the sea and they're gone. I can't find them anywhere in the settlement. They're like, I watched one of them walk up onto the sea and I was like, oh, okay, and then the other, and you know, not the smartest robots, but hey, whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead this way here first and go into a little bit of a power armor station workbench. This might be a weapons workbench. That's another mod. But yeah, you know, somewhere they can just work on their own personal power armor or help some of the other settlements. They may supply, like, say, one settlement gets one suit of power armor and that's it. Because we can't it's like really difficult to come across this stuff, right? We don't know how to manufacture it on our own yet. So it's a very rare commodity to have. And this may look, hold on. This may look like a bed. It's actually a dog bed, so dog meat or any of the guard dogs can come guard dogs can come sleep there. It's really nice. Yep, that is a weapons workbench. Let's go ahead and open menu again. And yeah, you know, some tools, a radiator, keep themselves warm. We go into here. This is where they can relax a little, have a seat, have some personal storage. Yeah, there's this, you know, perhaps we could go say there's a rotational shift here, so there could be up to 8 people here, right? Because there's 4 beds. Or we could just say that there's 4 people here. You know, and then this is where they would stay. This it's a cozy little area. Kinda like it. You know? Simple and easy. What the heck? Oh, I thought I was just seeing something clipping. But yeah, you know, very, very quaint to me. And as we leave, you'll see that we got the artillery shell here. I was going to make it go on more of an angle, but then it didn't look right because it would just this randomly turns like nobody's been here ever. I'm assuming that might be a pathing issue. I did assign somebody to it at one point. But yeah, this will randomly turn, and when it's turned the 180 facing to here, when it was angled up, it went, oh yeah. It was, it looked like it was pointing right at this. So that wasn't very helpful. So yeah, you know, we can't really have something that would attack our own vessel. But yeah, something I thought would be really useful for a new settlement. Well, we're still establishing our own artillery there. You know, this is something that would take like maybe a week to construct and to show them how to properly target something that we like, one of the flares that we've thrown down. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue on though. Very simple, and we got some really simple little areas for cover, you know. Case that we're coming on to hostile land, but it's nothing amazing, right? Like, it's very minimal because we're expecting these turrets to really take care of it. This isn't a ship that's meant for battle. It's meant for, again, it's just meant for supply. It's like maybe this could take on a couple of ghouls, but you know, if we're coming on to battle with like some organized raiders or some organized scavengers that happen to want us because of our supplies or whatnot, you know, maybe this isn't the best ship to do that. It should hold up on its own, but you never know. I mean, it'd hold up a lot better with the robots that I put onto it, but hey, they took a swim, so whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead into here. As you can see in here, this is really just a small, whoa. This is just another area for some storage. I'm saying that this isn't completely full, they're still just moving things in here. You know, they're just moving supplies, some ammunition, some what have yous. And, yeah. And then, before we go up into the main cabin there, go up these stairs here and see that there's a power generator in here. Not the greatest, but still something to help these settlements get going. More supplies, more storage. An institute, seeding flower. No, sorry, not flower, like plant thing. That's, I guess that's a little hint for later. But yeah, then another outlook here, another place in which people could shoot from. And then you get some guard for there. This, I don't think you can actually shoot through this, which is... Oh, you can. A few of these you can't. There's some weird... Yeah, like right there, you see that? Yeah. So, if you happen to get this mod, if I remember what it's called, be careful, because, like, I'm using an explosive gun, and you can die. You die very easily. But yeah. So yeah, you know, very simple. Is that floating? It is a little bit. And some tools, a fridge, more just food for the people who actually move the supply, oven, and again, just another outlook. And here, you know, this should be sufficient enough to really hide from, and you can't really get the generator in any way for being shot at. You can maybe throw a grenade in here, but, you know, again, this isn't a ship for a war. This isn't a ship for battle. This is a ship for supply transport. Yeah, let's go up to here. As you can see here, this little cabin area has a couple of doors on it, a bit more heavy duty. If we just go into here, you know, we get some servers in here, some computers. There's no chairs. There's none of that. This is purely business. Like, whoever's on duty here, they are not to mess around, because they are carrying very valuable goods. You got the American flag and the Minuteman flag. Almost forgot what they're called. But yeah, you know, nice, simple. I like that about this. Like, I could go really high tech, but I don't really feel like the Minutemen are at that point. They've really just re-established themselves. And even the shantytown, like, they're kind of humming and hawing at it. Humming and hawing, yeah. I think that's the thing, right? They don't really like it, but you know what? They're realizing it's really helping them. It's people that have good in their hearts. And it's family members of some of those who have joined. But yeah, this is a nice little supply ship that I have going. And oh yeah, I even had a motorcycle here. It's like I just wanted a motorcycle in the settlement. I couldn't justify it though, so I had to take it out. I was like, oh no, they supply another settlement with a means of transport on land. I'm like, no, no, they won't. But yeah, this is it's a nice little supply ship here. I really like it. And yeah, we already seen this guard post. Gosh, I'm sorry for the frames right now. It's whenever I look into the settlement, there's something I built in there. It must be something bad, but you know, just bear with me a little while longer. But yeah, as you can see here, it feels a little crowded at points to me, but I kind of like it. It really feels thrown together, but with like there's purpose to each thing that they've thrown together. You know. Let's go up to here. We're not going to go into the next part of the settlement quite yet, but I would like to take a look here at another more fancy house. This is where not the dockmaster would sleep. This is maybe one of a security, maybe one of the sailors, main captains of boats, vessels, whatever. He, she, or his and hers wife, husband. I'm complicating it. This is where they would stay. You know, very simple, very quaint. nice and easy. They get their own little thing above the rest of the settlement to symbolize really their position of power. And it's also one of the closest things that you'll ever get to actually going inside of the castle walls without being inside of the castle walls. Then, like, I was gonna call this a basement. I was like, wait, this isn't underground. This is where maybe like their guests could stay, or maybe their children stay in here. But yeah, I have a feeling more like their guests, or a personal guest of their own, or a personal guest of the general. No, not of the general. I feel like they would get to stay somewhere else that I have in the settlement. Yeah, this is where perhaps maybe the other captain of one of the other vessels gets to stay too when he's not out at sea. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on though before we go back up into the castle there. Just take a look at that. Gosh, I do like that. It looks like, to me it looks, I have to build things that look sturdy but also look like they're about to fall the fuck apart. Like, it doesn't look like it's really gonna last, but it's like myself walking under it. A bit nervous, not gonna lie. But, you know, doesn't look too bad so long as somebody doesn't, you know, run around and jump up and down up in there. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's continue on though. This is another little pathway to we get a little bit of a kids area here. The seesaw and a couple of these little rockets. I forget what they're called. Like, there's a name for them. And yeah, a little play area. Nothing really much. Like, this isn't the area to do that in, right? Oh, then we got a house here. You know, just a very basic house. You got a little bit of a thing inside of there, but yeah, nothing too amazing. And this one here is another another thing that I kind of like. Now this here is just a couch, but that kind of looks like a bed to me, so I'm counting it as two. It's a couch bed. Why not? But yeah, this place is very nice to me too. Like, you know, you get a wet bar here. More areas for personal storage, a little place to sit outside and smoke. Maybe you have a kid or something in here. Who knows? Close the door. More privacy. Now, again, with the settlers, for some reason they like to migrate and they like to reset every now and again. I don't know why. I'm gonna just blame it on my PC, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is another fishing area in which I did have quite a few settlers out here, and they all kind of vanished. They went back into the castle wall. I wonder if that was because of an attack. Maybe an attack set them to run out somewhere and they just couldn't path back. I'm suspecting a lot of things here, but you know, just nice little fishing area. We got a little bit of a radio here. Turn that on. Alright, I can. I'll turn that off though. Let's yeah, just a nice little area where, oh yeah, take a rowboat out and go fishing out in the little bit of an area there to fish. Bring some back, bring them here. Yeah. Let's go this way a little bit. It's two more houses here. Clearly, also these are they're occupied, but they're not occupied. You know, again with the facades. Just I couldn't take any more of an FPS hit. Oh, and this is a whole bunch of blood leaf that I planted here. I love that. Certain mods allow you to plant blood leaf and whatnot. It's great. And yeah, we got. And I'm sure you've noticed the decoration around town, like the Nuka-Colas and whatnot. I need to get more mods that allow me to add more of those types of decorations. That's floating as hell. I'll fix that. You may notice if a few of them are floating, it's because I do these at night. It's because I like to place these around and see what the lighting's gonna be like at night. And right now I believe I froze time. Like I set the time scale to 0, so it's not moving at all, so that you know, we have a consistent lighting through it at all. I'll show you through. I could show you a nighttime video maybe, but right now I want to get this going. Yeah, so that little shanty area, but that's about where the shanty docks end. So yeah, let's go ahead, continue our way, way back the path here, and we'll go back up those stairs. We'll head into the castle itself. Oh, there's some more, you know, just munitions there and whatnot. I feel like randomly placing them throughout the settlement. Like, I feel like I should be able to trust people who live here to want to defend their home and help defend the Minutemen's real, their purpose and their intents. So, I placed them in strategic locations in which they could easily, pardon me, access them. And yeah, so let's, anyway, yeah, let's go up here. Got another little gate here, and oh, I see something over there clipping. Oh, you see that? Directly in the middle of the screen? I do. Let's close this gate here. But yeah, this is a little guard outpost in which you can take a look out onto the dock here area. In case, like, say, because the shantytowns really are the most easiest way to access the middle of the castle. The middle, like, the castle walls have been rebuilt to the best of my abilities. I don't have a mod that, like, fully rebuilds it. I considered it. I kind of said no, because I kind of wanted to stick to what the actual castle ended up looking like with the Mylar Queen, and it just explained a lot more to me. But yeah, in case the exterior shantytowns fall, you gotta have an area in which, like, see this little corridor here area? Oh, this is one. I guess this is another one of those. Is it gonna do it here? Oh no, it's just me being dumb. Yeah, it's just me being dumb. This is yeah, see? Ow. But yeah, this is you got the line of sight here to say somebody broke in through there and they've really taken hold of that section of the dock, right? You just shoot them. Just kill them. You know, you'll get them. But yeah, so you'll have to move through here, and even then, there is that guard post right there, right? So it's a choke point, right? Like, you have to move through there, and then right there, you know, they can't really turn the corner without getting shot. Sure, there's the homeless house right there, but it's not gonna help them much, because then we also have this guard post right here. So they're kind of screwed. This place is all fairly well taken care of. Not to mention each of the citizens, I'm sure they're willing to fight for what they believe in. So yeah, let's continue on here. And let's go to the first little farm here. This first little farm, I really like this farm. It's really really quite quaint, I believe. You know, I put them, I think, homemakers little farm plot here, and just built up some walls around it. Added in a water fountain. It's interesting, even with place everywhere, you have to place it in dirt first, and then you can move it anywhere. But whatever. But yeah, this quaint little area in which the interior of the castle can, just in case, you know, if everything falls, the suit that I'm wearing makes me jump really high. In case everything else falls, in case this shantytown falls, that shantytown does. That way they're not completely cut off of all food. They can still barracks down into here. Barracks down. They can still hold their, what's that thing called? They can fortify positions, and then they can I don't know, something with actual castles. I'm too tired to think of it right now. But yeah, you know, this is it's a quaint little farm. It really can't supply them though forever. And that's kind of a flaw with it, but it's not something that they should rely upon. Right now, this here is more so to help supply other settlements. So like this is where we'd grow the really good mute fruit, the gourds, the melons, the carrots, the potatoes, slit beans. That's another one, like just like the blood leaves, and then some razor green. This is where we'd make sure it's all good, and that's what we can ship out and help them start growing up their own crop. Right? And then, you know, this is where some of the farmers get to live. You know, they have a couple of cabins of their own. And again, another little area that we can look out of. Oh! God, I just killed a seagull by accident. Ooh. Ah. That's gonna stay there, isn't it? I think I placed that there. Oh yeah, I totally placed that there. That's... Okay, it's gone, thank goodness. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, there's another area we could look out and kill things with. Just shouldn't actually fire there because there's people there. This here? This is an entrance to another little building. I'm calling it the public workshop area because the general, she has her own. We'll get into that in a little bit. I'll just show you the first little entrance here. It's really nothing great, right? It's public and, you know, it's dirty and people, they take care of the equipment well enough, but not to my own standard. This is, I guess, the guard mat here. Get a first little peek here. Go over what's going on down there in a little bit. Another house. Then right here is that elevator that goes up and down. Oh look, here's the number pads. That's great. Let's send it up to the 3rd floor. Yep, there we go. Oh yay, here it comes. This is great. This is totally functional. It totally works. Yeah, look, I'll hit 1. Oh yeah, see I'm going down. Whoop. Yep, now I'm going back up. Okay. Let's continue on. And here's one of our first main artilleries. I connected up the artilleries to these stairwells because I felt like they're the quickest ease of access points. It's somewhere where they can get to really quick and they don't have to, like, say, go across this ladder to get to that artillery over there. That's just like kind of a bonus artillery. That's just a bonus artillery, whatever. But you know, this here is you know, it's really just outlook onto the front area. We don't really need too many defenses here because we do have that heavy sentry bot there. Normally though, there is a behemoth that'll spawn. Spawns into the water. I don't know why he always spawns into the water. He'll come around here. You have to kill him because he's an idiot. But it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, we could, I'm kind of feeling like going inside the castle right now. You know, we'll take a look at that little outpost there in a little bit. It's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and take a look down here. You know, again, just some basic walls, some basic cover to make sure that, you know, whoever's on artillery doesn't get shot. You know, from right here, you can't, right? There's no way you're gonna get shot. And I doubt somebody's gonna have a grenade right up against that wall where that heavy sentry bot is. They're not gonna be able to get close enough. Nobody has that kind of arm. A nuke, I forgot about the nuke launchers. Maybe those could probably reach, but you know what? It's not bothering me at all. That looks great there. But yeah, no, whoever's on artillery, they're fairly safe at the time. They only really need to be on it whenever I'm out or one of the other higher up officers. We don't just give artillery to everyone. But yeah, let's go ahead. We see here. Let's go into here first. Let's go into the warehouse. You know, some power armor stands, a robot workbench. We don't really work too much on things beyond Mr. Handies or Soltrons or even Protectrons. Protectrons aren't all too useful, but they can be useful, right? Get some weapons workbench, some ammunition. This is Eleanor's clothing workbench. I love Eleanor. She is an amazing modder. And yeah. Oh, that's a auto dock. I'm sure people will recognize that. I kind of felt like just placing it there for no particular reason. Oh, we can also, of course, say we want a larger robot out or power armor. We can just open up the gate, let them through. You know, nice and simple. The second floor, again, really not too much. We could always put some more storage up here, more supplies. We got the this isn't a weapons workbench. This is something else. And we got this is a weapons store. Something happened with Ronnie Shaw. She's no longer my weapons dealer, so I had to assign somebody else to the weapons store. And I think it's actually at the point where things are closed. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I froze time right at the point where everything's like closed, so everyone's like going to the bar and other places. But yeah, let's save that for a little bit later. Yeah, that's just the public workstation. As we go into here, this is the public baths, right? Right over here we got a little bit of a laundry mat. You know, simple, easy. Not too many people are gonna be able to do too much laundry at a time, but you know, that's why you sit around, you make sure that you go from the washing machine into the dryer right away. If not, somebody's gonna probably throw it out on the fucking ground. Appropriately so. Fucking hate when people do that. When they don't move things along, but you know, whatever. Then here it's actually these aren't the toilet stalls. These are actually private shower stalls. People can you know, lock the door, get a private shower, relax. I'm assuming there is hot water. I mean, there's electricity. There's ways to heat up water in this. So, you know, nice, simple locker area. And then this also separates the lockers a little bit from the toilets, which is nice. Some clean toilet paper. I know that's gonna bother some people with how it's rolled out, but hey, I don't really care. Back or front, I'll put. What? What's this? Oh, I guess one of them bugged out. Whatever. But yeah, you know. Oh, some urinals for the men, or I guess if you know a lady really wants to go. But yeah. And then these were here, of course, during the beginning of the settlement, and I felt like really expanding upon this room with that in mind, especially because it has all the waterworks up there, and yeah, it felt really appropriate to be a bathroom. But the main facilities for people, some shaving kits, some whatever, you know, toothbrushes and what have you. People should keep that personal stuff on hand though. But you know, nice and simple little bathroom. Okay, let's continue on through the castle walls here for a little bit. I was gonna put maybe power armor stand here, but then I realized that the public workstation's right there, so who knows? Maybe put something else here. Who knows? Here's the barber. You know, nice and simple. This here is actually another mod where I can change my appearance from it. Pretty nice. It's a nice little mod, especially if you don't feel like paying for the caps every god dang time. But yeah, I feel like I haven't really changed this character up since she spawned in. I've been playing with her like this since probably the beginning. Or actually I've added the tattoos and what have you, but you know, those don't really... Oops. Those don't really matter all too much. But yeah, we can get our haircut here. Get Mr. Pebbles. Yeah, some old world things. A Vault-Tec poster. You know, just simple. bright things, bright, happy things. You're supposed to have a good time at a barber. You're supposed to have a good shave, or what have you. And there's two because busy with keeping the military cuts. But yeah, let's continue on, and then right in here is our clinic. I decided to keep this here. I decided to keep quite a few things where they were. I moved the chemistry station behind him, felt appropriate. And then this is Jezebel from what's it called? Automatron? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, she's our surgeon. She has a hammer saw on her because why not?
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at it.
No, I do not. Thank you, though. But yeah, she is totally 100% the surgeon here. Hold on, what did she say?
Time to go under the knife, Doc.
Of course.
Oh, he responded. That was weird. But yeah, so here's the little clinic. Nice and so nice, ease of access for the people. Barber, the washroom, the barber, and the clinic. All ease of access. Along with the next thing that's ease of access is the open bar. Well, maybe that's a play on words. It's not an open bar. They still have to pay for shit. You got a pool table, a nice couch, some more storage, some places to dine, a place to relax. But, this isn't amazing. They aren't here to, this isn't a city of pleasure, right? There'll be one of those later. And, it's really just, the end of your shift. You come here, you talk with, your buddy who could be working on the other side of the castle. May have been out for a couple of days or whatever, delivering a shipment, who knows. Then we get the bartender here. I'm glad to see we got somebody working,
Yes.
finally. Well, I mean, there are a couple other people working, but hey. Oh, this is, I think this is tuned to Diamond Radio, too. Diamond City Radio? Yeah, it is. I can hear it now. It's really low. I don't know why. But yeah. Oh, if we come through here, this is another kitchen. My place is here in the thoughts that, you still have to pay for your food and your drink here. So, I mean, like, you do that with the salary that we give you, the caps that you make on your own, or you can, you can go out hunting, you can go out, have your own personal little farm area. You can make your meals yourself. That way you can save all those caps that we give you and put that towards, something else for yourself. I'm not here to dictate that you have to absolutely, pay for your food and put back into no, I'm not like that. I feel like if you've earned it, you've earned your salary, you should spend it on what you feel. Just little food supplies here, supplies. And yeah, I really like that idea. Give them the freedom to choose what they would like to do. As we see here, more of those Institute planters. Weird, right? Wouldn't think to see too many of those if the Institute blew up. Even if you could grab a few, but hey, we're the Prid one. This is a bit more understandable though. You can just pick up a couple of those mysterious plants and while you're on the Prid one, and just take them and reseed them yourself. And hey, this is a nice little growing area. Just really more so of a backup just in case, say, that farmland up there were to get completely destroyed. We have something to go off of and replant, right? Like, look at that. We have some, there's a whole bunch of little things. So there's nightshade, there's mute fruit, there's a glowing fungus, mysterious, and then the Institute. So yeah, it's a backup, really. And then these here are the generators. A little bit exposed. So we could just close that door. It's the locking mechanic from the mod, but in my mind we could barricade this properly. But yeah, this is a nice little setup here where this is more into the back of the castle wings here, where it's a little bit more guarded. Like I said, this here could be properly secured where nobody's gonna get in. So it's pretty safe where it is. It doesn't need walls around it, and it's easier for the engineers to get at her and see what's going on. So yeah, let's take a look around here. And this is a memory lounger. This is for, you have to pay caps though, obviously. You have to pay for the use of this and what have you. It's a bit more, it's a lot more extravagant than just the bar, you know? And the reason for that is like that one fella in Good Neighbor, I don't want people to get too addicted to this. I don't want them to live vicariously through the memories of somebody else or false, whatever. So yeah, I like them to stay a bit grounded, but you know, have a vacation. I'm kind of open-minded, right? And then a nice little workout area. This is where Ron Shaw is all the goddamn time, just doing push-ups. Never sells me anything anymore.
Howdy.
Talk to me?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
Hey, General.
Yeah, so it keeps telling her to get up for power armor. Oh, are these floating? Look at that. Look at that person. Mm-hmm. Now this is, my sister asked me why I had it out like this. It's because if you want to spot properly, you know, if these were pushed up against the wall, it might look nicer. I feel like this actually looks nicer, but like you'd want to have somebody here that can actually grab it properly. So this is for just spotting reasons. And you know, simple, easy. We move on into here. We got our first little barracks to look at. This is clearly not for the officers. It's very much so in the open. Granted, again, there is a door. This door was here when we get the castle. But, you know, it's very small. Very, very personal. Like, there's even a shaving station here. And then, yeah, it is what it is. Oh, do I have a minigun that I can throw there? I hope I do. I should. I was bringing around a couple of weapons with me just in case. It doesn't look like I do, unfortunately. So yeah, I like this. It's very tight, very compact. That means there's at least 12 people that can stay in here. And again, more people, more of the guards, etc. Maybe they have families that are in the shanty town, so they go out there and live with them. You know, it's understandable. This is the deer wing, the rat stags. And then over here, a little bit more compact, it would seem. But additional security. You know, the door gets to close. The mutant hound wing. But this area, you get a little bit more openness. A little bit more of an area to sit, relax, have a drink. You know, some more supplies. They get their own personal locker with ammunition, but again, it is still bunks, so even the officers still have to bunk up. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. The officers are just higher ranking people. I'm not the best with my military ranks. But yeah, you know, very nice and simple. A laundry. You know, quaint. But yeah, let's continue on. And then this here, it's another workstation. I felt like this would be appropriate here. And I feel like putting workstations everywhere throughout. That's weird. I didn't feel like putting workstations throughout the entirety of the settlement. In places that felt right, it was good. You know, a place, like there's a couple of gas masks here just in case they get hit with, I don't know, children of Adam come in, they throw some weird new radiation grenade at them. Or some poisonous shit. But yeah, this here is just another two power armor stands and another weapons workbench, some supplies. Very simple, very easy. Let's continue on up. And here's our second main artillery. This artillery is here because of, again, it's the point of access. There's a very easy way to get to it. If the call comes in,
Good reminder what we're fighting.
we don't want to wait too long. between getting we want that artillery hit then and there, right? So whoever's, if they're sleeping, they can even get up and they can work the artillery and shoot it off wherever and without getting shot in the head again because, pretty safe here. And there's the shanty town. So yeah, let's continue on from here. As you can see there's that guard post we came up and took a look at. And then this area here, this is another little house here, but this area here, I've kind of deemed it to be more of a training area.
I wish more people could see this.
This right here excluded.
Remind
This
them
is
what
more
it's all
storage. Another guard outpost to look out to the front. Actually, yeah, I'll just show you that now. So here's the front entrance of the Minutemen castle. I felt like they've acquired a couple of tanks, a couple of APCs. Like this isn't their main stockpile of armored vehicles. I think I'll make another.
I wish more people
It would
could
make
see
more
this.
sense to have
Remind
more
them
armored
what it's all
vehicles,
about.
more closer, more inwards into land. So perhaps somewhere such as Hangman's Alley or elsewhere there could be some more armored vehicles whereas in the naval power that the Minutemen are becoming, where they cannot be reached. So
One
this
day,
is
we'll
just
put this back together.
mostly a
ever.
show of power, and mostly a they haven't really been deployed yet, right? Like they're still being worked on. This is where the military will parade themselves, and this here is a that's the power switch to turn on the turret there, and that there pylon turns on some spotlights to make sure, and the spotlights will go on
A
during night,
reminder of what we're fighting for.
just to ensure that nobody's trying to sneak up, right? And yeah, nice and easy. But yeah, let's this here, as I was saying with the training area, I felt like the Minutemen deal with a
I wish
lot
more
of,
people could see
oh,
this.
go here, somebody
Remind
kidnapped
them what
my
it's all about.
my husband, my wife, my child, right? So I felt like having a progress up the tower kind of attack system. So you know how there's a
One day,
syringer
we'll put this
rifle
back
within the
together.
game? I
Better
felt
than
that that
ever.
could be modified into more of a paintball gun, right? It made sense to me. Obviously, it's not going to be as effective. By the way, that is a dead dog right there. I don't know why the dogs keep fucking dying. They end up on the roofs all the time. Like, there's another one right there, I think. Yeah, that's a dead dog. That's a dead dog. Does he have glass? Yeah, he has glasses on. But, whatever. This is a training area.
A good reminder of
Many
what we're
dogs have
fighting for.
been sacrificed to the training. No. But yeah, this here is mostly like, it's going to, I feel like, say, whoa, like, oh, okay, there we go. Oh boy. Okay, this area is a bad spot, I guess. But yeah, I felt like this area, this is something that they would need to get up to, right? Or this could just be a simple guard tower on the off time because, it is a tower. But, it has a good, like, again, it could be a good guard tower. It has a view of that there, the back side of the wall there, which would be great. Which we'll get to that exit in a little bit. And even a bit of there. Yeah, this is a great guard tower. So this is definitely a guard tower and it's off time. But for training, say, you get the Jangles the Moon Monkey up here, you have to go rescue it, right? So, they're gonna have a hard time getting up to here because, one, you get shot right there. You have to kind of come around here, or there's another attack point there, or an attack point here. So it could be a good little training area, but I feel like that's, it's not such a good idea. Even though it is just syringer rifles with like paintball pellets in it or what have you, I feel like maybe training can be conducted somewhere else within the Commonwealth. So, yeah, for now this is really just a guard post. It's really bare bones up here. I was really going with the training for a while.
A good reminder of what we're fighting for.
But yeah, I'm kind of changing my mind on it. Like, it's a nice little idea, but I don't feel like it fully works within the castle. And even here, very simple. Like, they would have to start inside of that little entrance there, work their way around, and then come up these stairs here and make their way up, but no. I feel like that's a bit much. That's a bit much for this area. So I'm leaving it for now. I haven't decided what to do with it. But yeah, if you come through here, this is another one of those nice little mods that adds the walls. Come up through here and, well, we'll take a look up through here first. This is a nice little patio area. Either for relaxing or again for training. Or for shooting people. That's the thing. And, I was thinking, this would be another good area for a shantytown, right? Not really. This area is very much so exposed to the Commonwealth. Well, it shouldn't be too bad because, there's so many fortifications around here, and like I should be able to fortify it really easily, which I might. I could add another section here. One, my frames per second are already brutal here. And two, it really did feel exposed. Like, look at all this here. There are so many areas you would have to keep an eye out for all the time. There could be a sniper out there. There could be a gunner out on that highway there that could just shoot you, and you wouldn't even know what happened yet. So it didn't feel appropriate to me to have another shantytown. Plus the water looks fucking atrocious. Like, that doesn't look like something to be fished in or farm blood leaves in. It looks gross. So maybe I could, but I feel like for now I'm not going to. Let's continue on though here. This is a nice little house. I really like this house, to be honest with you. I really do want to build more into it, but for now I'm not. It actually hangs off the side of the castle here. Well, I'll just jump down here. But yeah, sketchy little entrance there. Oh, lag. I also have a feeling it's lagging because I'm using OBS right now, but hey, whatever.
Jammed.
Oh, that's locked. Let's open it up. It is a very quaint little house. I wouldn't like to expand upon it and make it into something more than what it is. Especially because that door really fits in quite nicely right there. So yeah, that's a nice little garden outside. And then here's the 3rd artillery. This doesn't really need to be here, but I couldn't really decide what to put here. I wanted to put the farmland in here, but again, how I was saying earlier with my my homemaker, it disappeared. Like, I can't find it's not in the settlement workshop anymore. I just decided to put another artillery here. I was like, oh, why not? And rain down artillery anywhere within near the castle. And then here's another one of those guard towers. A nice little area to look out, feel secure from, shoot people in the head, and keep an eye out on the back gate here, back entrance. Whoa, gosh, so there is something really bad around here. But yeah, it is what it is. And then we got a nice little outlook on into the settlement here, just in case. Again, who knows? Could be somebody infiltrating the settlement. And then there's that bridge from earlier. You can use that to walk right across. Take a look. Just out to where we started. Right on out there. Gosh, I don't know how long this has been. It's probably been a little while. Like, I am a bit nervous of the length because I don't want to turn people off from watching because I really do love this. But, yeah. It's, could just jump down here. Yeah, let's just do that. Shouldn't hurt. Didn't hurt. Great. So, yeah, we've seen the warehouse, but then this right here, right next to it, this is a guard dog training yard. So we're, You know that one fella that walks around the Commonwealth? I forget what his name is. He won't sell you the dog, but in my head, I convinced him. Well, in my lore, I convinced him to come work with us. You know, I convinced him that the Minutemen, they're good people. They're really here to help, right? He's sleeping. Yeah, he's just sleeping. He's just being silly. But yeah, this is where he rests. This is where he resides. He feeds the dogs himself. Use some meat bags here. I probably shouldn't have used the one with the human hands in it, but you know, I'm taking hungry, right? But you know, there. So there's a whole bunch of guard dogs around. I'm sure you've seen quite a few of them already right now. And right here is some livestock. This isn't the main area for the livestock for the Minutemen of the Commonwealth. It's just hi. It's just a little area that well, we can get some meat of our own and get some milk if they produce milk. I don't remember ever seeing milk in the game ever. Oh, is that a cat? Oh yeah, I had a cat for a little bit. I had one of those cat boxes or whatever. Cat box. Well, Freudian. Oh god, is the cat in the box or is it not? The cat's either dead or it's alive, you know. Whatever. But yeah, that right there has actually turned into my office and my quarters, the armory. I felt it was appropriate due to this character's roleplay, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So yeah, here's the Radio Shack.
Howdy, General.
Howdy. Gave the guy his own little place. I notice he never fucking leaves. Like, the only time he'll leave is if I take power off to this place. So I felt like building up his own little shack around him. It felt appropriate. I didn't want to just put a little box around him. He gets his own little,
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
What? Okay, I didn't hear that. He gets his own little area, you know? Nice little couch, nice bed in the back there. Some storage, an oven. Yeah, it's really nice. I really like this house.
Easy living, this ain't.
You've done nothing.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Yeah, damn right. Oh, and you've seen here that there's some mute fruits and whatnot. That's mostly to feed the Brahmin that there. That way we can just put it directly into their food trough. This here, some more food, some more supplies. Could be more Brahmin feed. And then this here is that entrance up to the quote-unquote the training yard and the guard post there. It's all kind of chaotic right there, so I may redo it in the future. I don't know how to fill it up is my main issue, and I feel wrong for not being able to fill it up with something because it is such a large. It's on each of the structures themselves are small, but together it becomes something a lot bigger. Especially because it's the main fortification of the wall there. Yeah, and then oh yeah, that right there I may have forgot. That's a water tower, as well as this. I felt like say that yellow water tower there, that was mostly say in case the water purifier breaks down. It makes sense for us to have some in store, and also that's something where we can ship out and give to settlements to get on their feet. This here is again the same, but isn't really for shipping out. This is for personal, in case we're under siege, kind of usage right here.
One day we'll put this back together.
Better than Preston in there, God. But yeah, let's take a look here. Now he has the Radio Shack guy has his own personal mute
I
fruit
need to get back to Diamond City one of these
collection.
days. Biggest town I ever
I
saw.
have no idea how he grows any of it because he's always on that damn radio. Then here's an iBot pod. You know, we can send it out. Apparently puts a marker on your map and tells you to go collect whatever you selected. So I put adhesive and it's sending me out to somewhere close to Vault 81. So that's weird. Whatever. But yeah, a nice little outdoor eating area that's next to the bar. It felt appropriate because, you know, maybe it's a nice day out. Come out, sit down. Maybe there isn't so much overcast. Then there's that entrance to the generators. Close that up. But yeah, and then let's go out this way for. Let's take a look at
I wish
Preston.
more people could see this.
I put him over
Remind them
here
what it's
because
all
I need
about.
to keep a track on him. Because he is
Yeah?
actually one of my favorite companions in the game. If not for the game mechanic itself of him being so annoying.
Yeah?
But yeah, this is a nice little area in which people have to funnel through, and Garvey is gonna make sure that only the good type of people get through. But yeah, let's go ahead and head out to that area. Hi, cat. But yeah, like this is really
Hi,
funnels
how are
people
you?
in. They don't have a line of sight into the
I wish more
majority of the
people could see
settlement. Like
this.
there's a little bit there,
Remind them
right?
what it's all about.
But they really can't do much. Then they also be overtaken by this person's house here. Like they'll be able to shoot down, and then that guard post there will be able to get us, or even just people along the walkway there. So it's a very
Good
hard
reminder
place
of
to
what we're
penetrate,
fighting for.
even if you get through. And the turrets are in here too. So as we see here, this is a launching point for any of our ground units. If people would actually stay out where I place them, but hey, whatever. So this is where, you know, Garvey or whoever could stay. They could just give orders, or perhaps they're just being jackasses, whatever. Again, we got a couple of tanks here, and then over here is actually a way to the back of the tanks, maybe to work on them or to get into them. Here, this little prison door, I like that. This is the back side here, which I said I wasn't going to work on because it felt too exposed. It still does to me, which is why I completely walled this area off. I used the prison door here, however, because I felt like it'd be appropriate to have something where you can shoot through and still not have much to be shot at through here. I mean, what, are they gonna take a pistol and shoot at the armored tank? I mean, come on. There's a lot of cover to be had too. Not to mention that there's a second level here. So, yeah, then we get a nice little Minuteman statue there. I believe that would be considered a Minuteman statue. As we continue on here, we'll see that we got a this is part of the We Are the Minutemen mod, and we can go from here into its menu. Transfer stuff in there, apparently. And we can make our Minutemen, can launch them out. It's really nice. It's a really nice mod. I really like it. Okay, that freaked me out for a minute. I thought that tree moving there was like a ship or something. So yeah, this is a little guard outpost. You can take a look at whoever's coming in through here, right? Like, ground units will really have to, like, this is considered, for me, the front. Right? We have a clear view of everyone who's coming in. And even this here, this shack, this is part of the base vanilla game. In my mind, there's at least 2 Minutemen there. Like, one on the boat, one on the shack. And, maybe just 2 on the shack there, right? And that's the first outpost. They will send out a warning to us here that there's people coming. As if our post doesn't even pick it up. Maybe that could be like a public transport to Spectacle Island or what have you. But, yeah. I kinda like this. You know, it's a show of power here. It's a show of, authority and what have you. And, yeah. It is fairly walled off, like, it's pretty safe. Oh yeah, here's the light switch for the, all the little spotlights there. I like using the ground spotlights instead of the ones that you put on the wall, because the one on the walls always break for some reason. That cat has no sense of
One day, we'll
where to
put this
go
back
that's
together.
safe.
Better than ever.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the castle itself, except, however, I'll just
Farming's as
move over
honest
here. Sorry
as
for the
honest work
bumpiness.
gets.
As you see here, we got a turret on the inside, as a just in case, and this is the other side of the wall I meant to show. I completely forgot. I dog. Got a turret here, and then as you enter into here, or exit, you get a turret there. You know, like, it's fairly secured. I'm not too worried about this side. This side is, whoa. This side is really, really secured. Right. Then we can come up to here. You know, we can take a look around the perimeter. It's fairly well guarded. Got a couple of turrets here. We got a nice little guard stand down here. Very, very basic, very simple. Oh, let's continue on here. Now let's head into my quarters. I feel that a few people won't like it because they're gonna learn something about this character, and I know some people get really passionate about factions in this game. So let's continue on. Oh, this building here, I forgot to mention this as I was passing by. This is like my companion's housing, right? Because it's right by my quarters. I felt it was appropriate. This is where my guests stay. This could be possibly their own personal whatever. But yeah, no, this is... I'll go ahead and show you. As we came out of that area there, they would just walk across this nice little bridge here into the house. And that would be that for them. Nice, secured, feeling safe. But yeah, so, as you see here,
Don't care much for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
as you see here as we enter, we got a Deathclaw, head right up there, we got a minigun. Yeah, this is a receptionist kind of area. But this is where I'd mostly be conducting myself. I wouldn't be inside my own personal quarters there. But yeah, as you can see, a couple of weapons. Very basic and enlist because, you know, propaganda and a cellar of sorts. Wonder what that's all about. Because, I mean, we have this cellar over here. But then again, you know, who knows? I'll show you that in a little bit. And maybe you'll understand why. Let's continue on into my quarters here. You know, we could cue our rads. Go for a little bath. Turn that off. This is kind of like, in my mind, like a dump chest to me because like I don't want to sort out everything right away. I'll just place it all into here if I'm coming back from an expedition, and I'll sort it out later. This still in my lore within the game, like those. Also, one of the reasons why I blocked off the other entrance to in the bar there is because down here is where the actual arms and munitions are really stored, like the really heavy guns type of stuff. But unfortunately, we can't really modify anything down there. At least since last I've tried. But you know, that'd be if there's a mod for that, that'd be amazing. Then we got some communist, anti-communist propaganda here. Some fear mongering and what have you. You know, all along the way onto my quarters. Oh right, that's just power. But yeah, as you can see here, there's a couple of Institute chairs and stuff there, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Close my door here. Feeling nice and secure. Can lock it. Here's my personal workstation. Felt right, you know. Here's my T60. It's Brotherhood of Steel, but doesn't necessarily mean I'm part of the Brotherhood. Maybe it's just a trophy of mine. But yeah, and I like what I did. But besides that, I like what I did here. I always felt like this power armor station was like lacking. It was missing something. So I threw this in the back here. I don't really like how I clipped it, so I'm gonna change. I might just plop it out a little bit more. But, yeah. I always felt like it was missing something. I felt like that could fit in possibly really well together. It kind of does. So I like that. But yeah, over here, this is a nice little workstation for me. Got a weapons workbench, I got an armor smith, and I got some personal storage right there. That's actually where I keep certain sets of mine. Like, this is one of my first sets that I've... Whoops. There we go. This is one of the first sets that I've actually made. Oh yeah, I should say that I destroyed Nuka World. I immediately went in, killed all the raiders. What? Everyone. They're all dead. And this was one of the first sets that I made. Took a long time to make it. I do have a legendary modifier, that one mod. I use the survival setting, or whatever, the one that's the most difficult, and I like it. It feels fair, because I have to destroy, what, like 7 legendaries to get like one piece going that I like. So, and yeah. So this is the first set that I ever made in the game. Maybe I'll show you that sometime. But yeah, each one of these has a personal feel to it. This is kind of like things I don't want people to steal. That's kind of like deciding on what to put in there. Oh, this is like stuff I was using for now, like on this actual character, this set, but I couldn't really use it. And yeah, just some other stuff. This thing is I just didn't want to lose. Just go ahead and turn the menu back off. And yeah, it's a nice little workstation. And then over here, as you can see, we got a nice little small kitchen area. Then we have a rest and relaxation area with Institute stuff. Huh. It's weird. It's almost as if I sided with the Institute. I don't know. Yeah, I 100% sided with the Institute. This isn't my first playthrough. My first playthrough I actually did sign up with the Institute. It was mostly because I wanted to see what the ending would be like. But this character, I felt like going evil dictator. So that's I kind of hope that will be represented through my builds and what have you. Here's some storage. I didn't know what I wanted to put there, but yeah, evil dictator. Brotherhood's destroyed. Railroad's destroyed. It's me. It's the Minutemen Institute right now. The Minutemen I'm trying to use as a front. Be like, no, we're good, and whatnot. But you know, I'm still really shady. So this isn't the place to do the shady things from, because I feel like it's the main area. It's not the best place. There is one place within the settlement that I do some shady things, but you know, I'll get to that. And yeah, so this is just a little lounge area, little chemistry and medicine area to make sure I'm healthy. This here is actually a chemistry stand. It's functional, and there's a radio there in case I need to be urgently called upon. I got a minigun here and a duffel bag and just weapons places. So I got to shoot people. But yeah, totally 100% part of the Institute. Let's God. I am looking forward to building up the other settlements in this Let's Play now. Because normally I do the whole good guy thing. I do the whole Minutemen baloney, or the Brotherhood of Steel baloney. Mostly it's just Brotherhood. But yeah, this time I'm going Institute. I'm definitely going full evil kind of. I'm good, but like, I don't know if this character is going to be more like a Kellogg or more of a father. Like, father doesn't recognize that he's evil, right? But he is pretty friggin' evil. He does some terrible things for the whatever. And the Institute has said again and again and again, they want the surface world to die out. Of course, it's not all the Institute, but the majority of. Kellogg, on the other hand, he knows he's fucking evil. He knows he's a terrible person. there's no question it's mine, and there's also no question it's mine that the Institute is evil too. So, who knows? But yeah. Let's I'll show you that last little hatch in the ground there.
It's stuck.
Whoops. I didn't really feel like showing it right away. And there's a camera there. I don't know if I maybe got that on camera before. Maybe I kind of avoided it. I think I did. But yeah, I get to observe people. Because, you know, Institute. But yeah, if we go down into here, I'll see you in just a little bit. I think I'll need to cut out the loading screen. Okay. Whoa. Oh, there's the blood. I'm wondering about that for a good minute there. This is my interrogation cell. So yeah, I didn't want to show this right away. I really feel, yeah, you know what? I'm going Kellogg. I know I'm evil. I know I'm an evil prick bastard. You know? This is where I bring people that come into the settlement and I feel like maybe they're working with the Brotherhood or the Railroad, because there are still remnants of them. And you'll maybe see a settlement with them very soon. And yeah. I would call that finished. I feel like this is a good spot to leave on. You know? To show you what kind of person this it's gonna be. How the settlements are gonna be played out like. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope we've enjoyed it. Hope you've you know, hope you'll stick around. If you'd like, you know, subscribe, I guess, or leave a like. If you didn't like this, please tell me why in the comments. I understand the FPS, the choppiness. There's not much I can do about it right now. I can't afford a new laptop or anything of the sort. And it'll just take some time. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed building this element, and I really enjoyed sharing it with you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the next one. I think I'm gonna start that right away. Yeah. Well, you have a great day. Bye bye.